Mother Nature hasn't necessarily played fair the past couple years with a lot of us, but that's made us better hunters.
Now access number 2 is flooded.
And go out there and make something happen in weather that we really hadn't envisioned. For many of us, Mother Nature has not played too nice the past couple years. The long-lasting winter weather, such as cold and snow and cold fronts, has really been few and far between for the majority of people south of I-80. You've just had to learn how to hunt in less than ideal conditions and, so to speak, play the hand you're dealt. And one of those conditions that we dealt with quite a few times the past year was fog. And in that scenario, as hard as it is to not laugh and joke and tell stories while you're duck hunting, you really can't. Your vision is gone. All you have left is your hearing. So to tell jokes and to cut up during a hunt, you've basically just rendered yourself useless because you're not going to have any idea when they're coming. Communication is key. Being quiet is key. You've got to tell each other where they're at if you happen to see that shadow coming at you through the fog.
Yeah. Coming from the left. Coming from the left. Right here from the right. Yep. Kill those two. Nice shooting, boys.
I couldn't even tell what was what.
I think that one moved it.
Kill. Nice shot.
We were really excited coming into this hunt because of the snowfall. But unfortunately, just 2 days later after that snow fell, it warmed right back up and warm air over the top of cold ground and snow-covered ground instantly turns to fog. Now you really need to be on an X on a day where it's foggy. Running traffic on birds in these conditions would be next to impossible because not only can you and I not see, but they can't either. Chances are, if they fly, they're going to return to the field that they were the day or the night before. And on this day, they really didn't fly. We didn't see a whole lot. Now the day prior, we were set up a couple miles away and every flock that we shot into dumped into this field. So the day that we hunted it, that next day, they really didn't do a whole lot. Now the day before in that field that I said was 2 miles away, they flew and they flew well.
I hear ducks. Duck.
Left.
Yeah. Kill him.
Now, a stretch of stagnant weather is about as bad as it gets for waterfowl hunters. And by stagnant, I mean normal to slightly above normal temperatures. There's no fronts, there's nothing to really mix things up. Now, that stretch of stagnant weather, of very flatline temperatures, can all be erased if you get a big, heavy rain. Yes, that's gonna add a bunch of water everywhere. It's gonna scatter some ducks, but if you play your cards right, you can capitalize on a heavy rain event.
Made the split-second decision that that was a widget.
Now, it has always taken us a couple of days of hitting the roads to figure out where they've all gone in a heavy rain event. You always see a dozen to 2 dozen birds in a bunch of different fields, but there has always been a more heavily preferred food source, and they find it. And it's your job, it's our job in that situation. You just gotta find them. A few years back, we had the exact same scenario. We basically ran in place, spun our wheels for a day and a half, driving around, seeing a handful of birds in a bunch of different places. And finally, late one afternoon, after a day and a half of searching, we found that heavily preferred food source, and it was a sheetwater bean field. If weather maps were full of cold fronts and north winds and snow and cold, would waterfowl hunting be as fun? No, I don't think so. I think it would get old. The challenge wouldn't be there. And that challenge is what sucks so many of us into waterfowl hunting and makes us obsessed with it. Mother Nature hasn't necessarily played fair the past couple years with a lot of us, but that's made us better hunters. We've had to get through less than ideal conditions and go out there and make something happen in weather that we really hadn't envisioned. And it can only help us down the road because you know that another El Nino or another warmer than normal winter is probably not far away.
What are you doing with that thing?
Tell me a joke.
What?
Tell me a joke.
I don't know what the jokes are. Good for camera.
Some of it video.
What?
Got any good videos?
I'll find one this morning. I'm way too tired today.